One Piece. All right. We have 2 chapters of One Piece, which, first of all, was very exciting.
Sasaki.
Yeah, this is, we're starting off with One Piece chapter 995, Kunoichi's Oath. Last we left off, I think that was the chapter where Yamato stood her ground against Sasaki. We also learned that Big Mom is fighting Marco, and we open with that, with the battle between Big Mom and Marco. Big Mom's flames are kind of losing to Marco because his Phoenix fire is a little stronger than her Soul Fire stuff. So she manages to grab him though, and she tells Prospero to Hawkeye him from the side, and Prospero is just like, haha, you, sorry about this, Marco. I'm going to have to kill you now. But then he gets slizziced by the Shilong versions of Wanda and Carrot. They just come in and slash his face real fast.
It's Yugara.
It is Yugara. Yeah, and they got beef with him because it was this guy that Pedro blew himself up to take out.
Yeah, it's funny because Parasparrow's like, man, that nigga blew himself up. Y'all mad over nothing.
I didn't do anything.
Like, bro, come on.
He cost me an arm, you know? So yeah, they're gonna stay behind and take care of Prospero while they tell Marco to go after Big Mom. Which is cool. Meanwhile, back at the performance floor, Zoro and X-Drake are chasing after Scratchman Apu, who has the antidote for the Ice Oni bullets, the Ice Oni playgrounds. He's just running for his life because Queen just threw him some neck shit. It's like, keep this away from everybody for an hour, and everybody who's been shot will die eventually. He pretty much like evades most people, but Zoro and X-Drake, of course, are way harder to get rid of. So it's really funny that like Scratchman Apu is like, you can't team up at me at the same time, and Zoro's like, I don't even want to fight you. I just want to get up there, help Kinemon, but I gotta get the fucking cure from you. You're like a detour, essentially.
Yeah, bro, so pass that up.
Yeah, and X-Drake is just like, and I've just hated you. This is just funsies for me.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little upset about Scratchman Apu, man. I guess that makes sense.
I mean, he's not down yet.
This kind of character.
He's
not down yet.
He's holding.
But
to be fair, he's holding his own.
Ally, I guess.
He's holding his own against both Zoro and X-Drake, which is pretty cool. At least, like, he's not getting bodied.
Sure, but they're not really fighting, are they?
Not yet, I guess.
Well, Drake is, but he's lame, so.
You think Drake is giving it his all?
Yep.
This
is his maximum 100% form.
Yeah, for sure. Chopper,
be serious right now.
Apparently, Brooke was shot with the Ice Oni playgrounds, and he's like, "Wait, why aren't I turning into the Ice Oni?" And Chopper's like, "It's because you're dead. It's because you have no bone, you have no skin, and you have no blood warmth." And he's like, "Oh shit, that means I'm invisible. Sick." Yeah, Chopper's like, basically like, the virus gets spread because the body gets chilled, possibly from the inside. What could this virus be? And then Robin notices, is like, Chopper, your arm, and Chopper's actually been shot by the Ice Oni thing, so he's actually dying, and he never even realized it. This is my favorite thing. Is Brooke has no faith or hope. His immediate thing is like, Chopper's gonna die
immediately.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the fight against Ulti and Page 1 is not going great. Usopp's using his Green Star Devil, and that didn't work out pretty well. Ulti, he's like throwing everything he's got, but Ulti manages to bypass all of that and do like a Miss Merry Christmas style headbutt to the fucking dome. Usopp's face cracks in a very nostalgic
His
way.
Nose.
Yeah, his nose, his skull, just like when he got hit in the face with the bat by Mr. 4. It's a little callback to that, I figured. And then he falls to the ground. Evil Knievel Usopp just like taking the most extreme fucking blows. Nami is on the ground. She can't take no more. And Ulti approaches her and is like, now speak, I'm on a short fuse. You know why? Because your captain said to Master Kaido, I'm going to be king of the pirates. So
petty.
yeah, that's making me sick. So before you die, I want you to say that my captain will never be king of the pirates. And Nami says, okay, I'll say it. Luffy will never. And this is, we'll talk about this moment later. I felt some type of way about this, where Usopp in his head is like, just that's it, Nami, just lie to her. The wrong word will be the end of your life.
Yeah.
Just lie. And Nami just can't do it. She just looks up and she says, Luffy will never stop until he's king of the pirates, which makes Ulti pissed off even more. She's about to finish her off, but that's when Otama comes through. And remember, this is a little girl that can, like, if animals eat her weird face dumplings, she can take control over them and command whatever animal eats her face dumplings. So the weird Komachiyo dog comes through and saves Nami in the nick of time. And I guess for this moment, I'll say about Usopp, this is, I don't know, this is the one time where I was like, I don't like this moment from this Wano arc. I feel like it was a regression as opposed to...
In both of them, right?
Well,
Almost.
I mean, I don't mind that they are both, like, beaten right now, because I feel like their time is still to come. They still have a lot of time to just kind of, like, turn the fight around or whatever. Yeah. But to have, like, Usopp specifically, especially in that moment where he gets his head knocked out, and in Alabasta, he couldn't say that. You know, like, that was the whole thing about Usopp back in that fight, is that he's the one who, after getting knocked out, and everybody started laughing because Luffy was supposed to be destroyed at the time by Crocodile, he's the one who stood up from having his skull fractured to say that Luffy will be king of the pirates. There's no way Crocodile's taking him down. So it feels very strange in this moment that he would go back on that. It feels like a step backwards for him.
Well, maybe for Nami, he was saying he was like, he wanted Nami to just lie. So that nothing would happen to her. Maybe he didn't care if it happened to him.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I guess, like, time will tell. It felt like weird in the moment, and maybe I'm, like, looking into it a little bit.
I would have liked them to actually fight more. I would have liked that to be a nice little 2-on-2, but you can't always have it your way. I'm learning that with the miniseries. And I'm not about to fly off the handle for One Piece because I know how they give it up with their events.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's not over. Usopp's not entirely out of the game, so maybe he'll have his redemption moment. I'm hoping that will be it, is that in that moment, like, when he gains consciousness again, where he starts to feel a little bit of shame for, like, his still cowardice. And maybe this is the moment we're building up to where Usopp gets braver for real, where he's...
Yeah, if even this little girl could be that brave, that just saved his ass.
Because, like, it's funny, like, I was thinking about Usopp's arc, and it's starting to remind me a lot of, like, Megumi from Food Wars, where for a long time Megumi was, like, this underdog character that never won, and I always thought that they were building up to a massive win for her, and that just never came, which was a massive disappointment because Megumi was probably my favorite character in that series. But I hope that the same doesn't happen for Usopp. I'm sure it won't. I would never doubt Oda-sensei. But I just hope that it doesn't do that, because, like, the longer you delay these little moments of progression, the higher the expectation becomes for it to be fulfilled later. Like, you start running out of time for it to be a more natural progression. So maybe I'm just reading into it too much. But anyway, that's just my concern. And we're going to start off with our next chapter, One Piece, chapter 966, Island of the Strongest. We start off immediately where we left off. Usopp is being carted away on the weird demon dog thing from Wano. He's alive, but he is just, like, concussed out of his mind.
Yeah. And speaking gibberish.
Yeah. Otama's little animals that she has control of are holding back Ulti and Page 1.
Yeah, right. These animals are giving it up filthier than these two pirate hat crew. Straw Hat pirate crew members.
Yeah.
There's Baboon with a sword. Come on. Of course, Oda. I get it. Animals are the best, and they can't be beat.
Meanwhile,
You win.
back at the right brain tower, Yamato is still fighting Sasaki and his forces. She's just taking cannonballs like nothing. And
Yeah, she's. How about it's just like yeah.
yeah, like
I can't. I have no words to describe it, man. She's just tanking them.
yeah,
Like yeah, it's all right. My constitution is that I could hold these down. You see who my dad is. You know my body.
yeah. And Shinobu is just like, yo, if you're a samurai, make up your mind, abandon me and save Momonosuke. And she's like, no, Kozuki Oden would never do that. So Sasaki gets tight.
Probably wouldn't be struggling either, but sure.
You know, we can't all be Oden.
I guess that's beside the point.
Yeah. Sasaki says, if you can protect dead weight, if you think you can protect dead weight while also fighting me, I take that as an insult, Master Yamato. And I think like she's about to go into her like real power form. I'm thinking that she's a dragon of some kind as well. But just as she's about to transform, that's when Frankie pulls up in his big mech suit, and one of the numbers is chasing him. He dodges one of the numbers' attacks, which causes the floor to just be busted underneath them. And Yamato starts falling into the hole. Frankie is like on the ledge of the hole, and as they all fall, she looks up to Frankie. She's like, "Yo, take care of these two. I'm gonna take care of Sasaki and the rest. But one moment, I can at least take out that one." And she's referring to the fucking number. She uses, and I think this is just like some kind of weird Haki thing, where she's able to just blast armament Haki directly up. That's my thing. Or maybe like King Conqueror Haki, where she can just like not just use it as a projectile air force, like an airbender. That would be fire. But yeah.
Yeah, hopefully they'll break it down a little bit more. Especially if she's like a dragon. That means she's probably just... It probably has something to do with a force she could shoot out.
Yeah, I think like because I see the little black electricity lines thing that Oda usually uses to signify Haki. I think that's what it is. It's just like she could just use projectile Haki with...
Oh, yeah. I think so, too. I think it's just... Oh, yeah, no, you're not saying that it's so strong that it creates that strong of a wind. You're saying, like, no, the Haki itself is probably getting launched.
Yeah, it's like...
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, it's like armament Haki or something that she could...
Yeah, like she's using that club as a baseball bat and smacking, like, projectiles at him. That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. I'm very into it.
Thunder Bagua.
Yeah, Thunder Bagua. The number is taken out. Frankie is like, "Who is this mystery person?" So she lands to the ground. I thought she threw Shinobu and Momonosuke at Frankie, but I guess not. She just left Frankie to take down Sasaki, so it's going to be Frankie versus Sasaki. I'm okay with that too. I like Frankie. It's cool to see him have actual battles. And then we cut over to the second basement floor where Law is taking out some guy and arrives at a poneglyph, but not the red one, just a regular poneglyph. And he starts to get...
I mean, those are still a pretty big deal.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's not the one they were looking for though, which is important.
Oh yeah.
So he walks up as he's walking up to this poneglyph, he starts to remember that Korra said that the people of the D are known as the enemies of the god. And we cut back to a flashback of a new scene where he tells Robin his real name, and he's the only one, and Robin's the only person he trusted to tell that to. And when you think about it, yeah, I don't know how many people actually know that's what his name is outside of Baby Five and that fucking spin kid from Doflamingo's crew, which is interesting. But yeah, Robin's like, Luffy doesn't really find the D name to be fascinating, but I think it's pretty sick.
Yeah, she is the archaeologist of the squad, so...
Yeah, so Law is like, so the only way to do this is to follow the Redstones. And she's like, yeah, that means beating the 4 emperors, but, not that they'll make it easy. When Law finds it, he's like, no, not this one. I need a Redstone. And he says to himself, hey, Korra, I've made up my mind. I want to know the meaning of this checkered fate. I don't I hope this doesn't mean he's gonna end up betraying the crew. I doubt it.
Who's
But
Korra?
Korra's his like brother figure from. Remember Doflamingo's brother that had like these.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I forgot that was his name.
Yeah. His real name is Rosinante, but he called him so he was like the heart of Doflamingo's crew because they're all named after cards. He was Corazon. But anyway, we cut back to the third floor, and Eustace Kid has just been magnetizing all of the scrap metal in the castle, I guess to make just a massive metal fist to smack Kaido in the face with. Which
I owed you this one.
Yeah, which
way earlier.
You gotta love Kid's style. I'm gonna smack this dude with the biggest hand I can make. Meanwhile, Kaido is just having his way with the Ayakaza samurai, but Denjiro manages to stab him on the side and draw some blood on him, but he takes him out too, and Kaido is standing over the so far defeated samurai. So they're not doing great.
No.
And on the performance floor, Big Mom finally catches up with the rest of the crew. Chopper is halfway on an ice oni, very sad. And but it turns out Big Mom isn't interested in what's going on down there. She's going straight up to where Kaido is. Luffy is on the second floor right now, running. And as Sanji is running with him, he starts to hear voices. And he says, "That's it. Come, my dear. That's it. But my lord, you mustn't. It would be so naughty."
Naughty.
And Sanji is like, "Did somebody say naughty?" Basically.
Yeah, he's about to go fuck off and then go fight somebody. You know what that means.
Who's he gonna fight?
Luffy, I gotta go figure something out.
Who's gonna fight? So
we'll see. Maybe the Bang Bang girl.
Yeah, from the
guitar,
from the sound effect.
Wasn't she one of the?
From the Toby Roppo. Yeah, it's Black Maria, which is strange because he wouldn't hit a woman.
No.
So,
but maybe there's gonna be a development in his character where he says, "You know what? You're not a woman. You're a witch."
Yeah, I may be straight, but these feet are bisexual, and then he just beats the shit out of Black Maria. He kicks him. But yeah, that was One Piece. This chapter was a lot of fun. We're starting to get like closer and closer, and I think the theory is right that I think by the time chapter 1000 pops through, that's when Luffy will make it to the top. I guess
we'll get a nice color page.
Oh my god!
Oh man! Another 4 weeks.
This was what 996. Yeah, we're like.
This was what RGC.
Sure.
Certified RGC. Certified RGC. Certified RGC.
Was that petty?
No, it was actually very complimentary. And also, I'm so
somewhat clever.
I'm literally so grateful that One Piece is not on break next week. Every week, I'm just like, he's gonna be off next week. He's gonna be off next week. But
it's all right. Like, I won't see another one till next month. It's cool.
It's all just take it. So excited. And I guess that's what the credence is going to be, that both Big Mom and Kaido are going to be too much for Luffy to handle on his own. So maybe Zoro will be the one to take out one of these guys.
We'll see.
I can't wait. I'm so excited. I love One Piece so much.